today. Now, this has been a long time in the making here. Today I want to finish this Prelude. I think the first stream I did composing this and with the intention of finishing it. When was it? I was just looking at it. January. It's been like 5 months, almost exactly 5 months. So composing can sometimes be like this. The real, this is the real side of it. Sometimes it can take months. You start something and you come back to it later. Sometimes it can happen really quick, like in a matter of days or hours. So anyway, so this is where we're at here. This is based on Bach's Prelude from the first cello suite, which you can see I've actually got in the bottom there. And so on. Beautiful Prelude, yep. So we've got 3 main sections. There's a beginning section, which is mostly made up of arpeggios. There's a middle section. Oops, I should not say that. It should not be there. Beginning is not beginning again. D major. I probably copied and pasted something there. There is a middle section here, which is mostly made up of scale passages. There's a clear change there after the fermata. It's this big point here. Most of this piece is in 16th notes in semiquavers too, so that's the first stopping point that we get. That signals the middle. Just calling it the middle. No fancy words. Beginning, middle, and we have an ending section, which is right here, which is what we're going to compose today. And you could say there's a 4-bar finale. It's like a grand finale as well, which is just part of this kind of end section. So what I'll do is play what we've got so far, just as a refresher, and then I'll compose live. I'll compose the end of the piece. I've got only 30 minutes to do it. I don't really have to try and get it done in 30 minutes. So I'll play through here from the beginning up to where I've composed up until. So this is just to give you a bit of context. This is like a template. You can see there's some like chords and certain instructions here and there that I've tried to follow. Okay, so let's go and have a listen to what I've composed. So this is based on Bach's compositional framework, you could say. Here we go. Okay, wow, it's quite interesting to sort of play through that again and get a feel for where that's all going. So yeah, just a bit more context. This is from my school, the Creative Classical Guitarist. We did this as a kind of a challenge last year, and we had a number of people who composed using this template. They composed a prelude in this kind of style, in this Bach style, and we're learning about specific compositional techniques, like not, arpeggio, like writing an arpeggio, not just an average arpeggio though, but like an arpeggio that is implying multiple lines. And then we talked about compound melody. We talked about the types of modulations that Bach uses through this. We talked about what is about to come soon, which is called the barriolage technique, which is when you've got a melody. It means multicolored, barriolage. You have like a melody and a pedal note, a repeating note, usually which is usually an open string, and they're usually quite close together. So you get this kind of like effect where they both start close together, and one melody moves off, and it kind of comes back to the same note again, and moves off again, moves away, and then it comes back. Something like that sort of thing. That's called a barriolage. And so that's what we've got left to do. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the prelude? Any comments about that? Okay, fine. I'm just checking the chat here. No one in the chat at the moment. That's all right. If you're watching this, not live, please feel free to just leave a normal comment as well. All right, so let's do it. So what we're going to do is, with rhythms, just mostly 16th notes or semiquavers here. So what Bach does, he does descending scale sequences. So he goes. It's literally like one octave, like he starts on this. Well, the first one's a bit of an exception, but after that, he starts on the G. He just goes through a whole octave, then he starts on the F. He starts on the E. Alright, so that's kind of building up tension too. The repetitiveness, even though it's going down, the repeating pattern is building up tension. So now I'm live here, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet. So this is where improvisation will come into the picture, and I want to go back a little, a couple of bars to kind of see what I feel inclined to do. Okay, definitely feel like going to the A, so that's good. I've got some direction there. Maybe I'll go up. Just what I improvised. So I'm glad that was the right number of notes for one measure there. So another A underneath that G there. Okay, I'm going to just sequence this now and see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. Turns out better than I was hoping for, honestly. So I'm just going to do everything up a step, but then I'm going to bring the bass notes down to A, so we get. Oops, we don't want D sharp though. Or G sharps, just naturals for now. Okay, so. starts to put a melody in the middle voice with a pedal E above. So I might do something similar. I feel like going to this B. Oops. B. With the A in the bass. Yeah. So maybe we'll put the melody now primarily, the main melody into the like kind of middle. Something like that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's working out okay. Again, sequencing as well. So we sequenced up this melody. I literally copied and pasted it and everything up a step in the melody, kept the bass the same. So now I'm going to, hopefully I remember what I just did. Basically, I'm just going to copy that, paste it, but the pedal note will become A. Like that. And then we're going to paste it again, but the pedal note will become G, and this will go down a step. So that the B's will become G's, or the A. That's going down a step, and now this will go down a step as well. Like that, okay. So we get. Is it too predictable to do it again? I don't know. Why not? Just for now. I can always change things later. And then everything's just going down a step. I'll just do it this way. I'll show you down a step, but the bass stays. We don't want any accidentals. No accidentals. Okay, so we get. I feel like a surprise is due soon though, otherwise it becomes a bit too predictable. So let me play what I've got so far. Happy with that. So I like the excitement that's kind of building up. Okay, now I feel like an arrival point here with the E, which is good. So Bach goes. No, we're going here. Doing that whole bit there. So, okay. Remember, I'm live right now, so my brain is kind of processing a little bit. What can I do next? I definitely feel like that's where I want to go. I want to go to that E. All right, so I'll do that. I feel like something kind of needs something a bit different, you know? This is. Bach is able to sustain so much interest with the same technique for a while. I don't know if I can do it. I could borrow. There's another prelude. This one. Something like that. something like that could be one idea. Also, I want to kind of explore a different register, so different technique, something a little different. Maybe not arpeggios. Go back to the model again. What is Bach doing? I kind of like that. He's presenting a melody, and then he's kind of chopping it short. So that's something I could play with too. Start. Probably what a lot of people say when they're composing. But once I get that idea, the seed, it'll happen. I know. I just have to think. I'm going to go with it. Okay, so that was just pure improvisation that kind of led me there. So still using this pedal idea, but I'm just, excuse me, using this pedal idea, but flipping what Bach did. The pedal is below the melody. In what Bach did, the pedal note is above the melody, right? The pedal note is, well, above the melody in terms of sometimes, not all the time. Remember, the barrier large, the melody is going around this static point, but it's above in terms of like it's the first string. But I'm going to put the pedal note below the melody. Let's see what happens. 16. And you see this is the barrier large again. It's the melody and the pedal are very close together. Whole time too, harmonically, Bach sits on this pedal, dominant pedal. This the fifth of D is A. So the whole way he's got this A in the bass, pedaling the dominant. So in case you're wondering why I keep putting A's in the bass, right? That's why. So we're going to melody. I like to add a bit of a modern flavor to it, so I'm going to go there. Okay. Something like that. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do that. So. Down, I'm kind of shifting this pattern again, a bit of a sequence. Okay. Ugh. I need to put the A's in the bass too. Oops. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, let's change it a little bit. Don't want to be too predictable. I think I'm just going to start descending now with this with this D pedal, like something like that. Whoops. Now we're almost at this big build up to okay, I want to play, I'll just play what I've got so far. Okay. Put this A in the bass. purely improvising now. See what happens. Oops. We're so close to this build up. You'll see maybe how I'm borrowing Bach's idea a little bit. Okay, something like that. I'm going to do some thirds with it's got a nice chromaticism. Something like that. A little bit of chromaticism I'm going to do there. Right. Yeah, I've got a little sequence here, I think. So I'm basically going to copy that down a step. Take these accidentals out. Alright, so we get and we'll end there. Okay, so build it up. A little bit different though. Okay. Almost there. We're also almost at the final stretch here. I don't know how we got there. Alright, fine. Finale. Okay, so we get something like that. I'm going to come up with, I have to finish very soon. So once I have this pattern, I'm just going to basically copy and paste it for the last 3 measures here, or the next 2 measures. I'm going to copy what I do here, paste, chord, done, and then I have to head off. Okay, so something like that. Okay, let's see. That kind of upper neighbor going back down. We need that low D. let's try that. That might be too much, a bit complicated. Might be a bit too complicated, but let's see. Okay. Yeah. G and B. Doing these thirds with this pedal. That, so we get and then we're gonna go whoops, basically the same thing down a step. This is gonna go up to A, C sharp, okay, let's see what this is. Yeah, I'll take it, and then so close to the end and I have to finish. I just have to do something here to finish. I'm giving myself this very strict time limit. I'll finish with the same chord that Bach does, I reckon. So all we have is one measure left. What am I going to do? So this is what we had in the previous. Take it up, so let's do something like that. I like that. Let's do it. This should be an E. C sharp and A. I'm going to do an open E. Slide these down. Yeah, open E. There we go. There's our finale. Alright, I have to wrap it up there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll record this as a, you can have a listen through to the whole thing. I'll do a recording of this as a, this was an experiment live on YouTube. I think it probably took about maybe 3 hours in total to compose, and I was rushing. Like now I'm kind of rushing through it, so keep that in mind. So maybe it would take 4 to 5 hours if I wasn't rushing. And but that's it. That's a template you can grab. You can learn about all this from the Creative Classical Guitarist if you're interested. If you're an advanced composer and you want to try something like this out, all of the workshops and materials are available. And if you're less of an advanced, if you're less experienced of a composer, then there are much more basic exercises and tasks and frameworks that you can follow. So anyway, thanks very much. Sorry I have to go so quick. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.